Adama Traore.
Oh, some start for Lopez. The ball coming seemingly like a magnet for the ball in this opening period. That's a poor one. Crocombe able to let that harmlessly sail over his head. But right on the front foot, Adelaide United, the start of the second half.
Robbie Cornthwaite, it's going to be interesting to see what position he ultimately holds down in this Adelaide United lineup, Harvey Lopez.
Yeah, when he came in, a lot of the talk was around him playing in the midfield, and every conversation I've had since is always mentioned that he plays in the middle of the park and he can play defensive midfield. Yes, he's played a large percent of his career at right back, and you know, you look at Ryan Strain, obviously if he's injured then there's an opportunity for Harvey Lopez to come in at the right back position, but I think the initial plan is for him to play as a DM and help out in the middle of the park.
His long-time teammate Victor Sanchez scored a wonderful goal earlier on in that thrilling win for Western United. Here's Kitto. Ball wasn't on. It's Campsoba. Pass was a long way off the mark as well. Familiar with these parts, Elvis Campsoba, of course, moved to Adelaide back in 2008 with his brother. Leaving Africa as young men. Never even thought about being professional footballers, but here they are playing in the same fixture in their hometown. Careless giveaway by the Victory. Tommy Urich looking to capitalise in company with Ben Halloran. And what a save that is. Tipped over by Crocombe, who's been the busier of the goalkeepers.
Yeah, good strike from Halloran. Receives the ball off Urich. I think he hesitated at the start and then they don't close him down. Urich takes an extra touch there. Then they don't close him, they don't come to him, so he says he'll take a shot. It's a lot of power behind that and a fine one-handed save.
Moved down from Brisbane after losing the #1 spot to Jamie Young last season, Max Crocombe. Young currently out injured, as we saw the other night when young Freak got a chance in Brisbane's goal. Here's Dorigo. Traore guarding that near post, back in by Coletti. And now Toure is back onside. Traore. Second follow-up effort. Campsoba around Smith. Now the teammates surge through midfield. Butterfield and McManaman.
Brilliant play one-on-one from Campsoba. So much of his lead-up play, it's so easy on the eye.
Here's another worry. 3 weeks since they last played an A-League game, the Victory. Already lost Jested to a hamstring concern, and McManaman is sitting down on the job, unfortunately, too.
Well, he comes across, he stands up Coletti, flicks the ball there, and there's no contact with any player. He's taken his boot off.
Yeah, Campsoba did really well down the right-hand side, and the support was slow in arriving in the middle.
Just lost its momentum, that attack, didn't it?
So Grant Brebner has been forced to make 2 changes. 2 of his substitution windows are gone, and it's a welcome return to the A-League action for Robbie Cruz. Haven't seen him since a derby almost 12 months ago now in the A-League. So unfortunate for Callum McManaman. So 2 of the visa players for the Victory forced off. And Robbie Cruz, what can he do? after the long layoff.
It's probably 10 or 15 minutes more than what Grant Brebner thought he was going to use Cruz for, but it's not a bad substitute, is it? A player of his pedigree.
70-odd caps with the Socceroos. Star with the victory before heading overseas. And now leading the line. Flag staying down. Robbie Cruz in behind. And through the legs, Harvey Lopez was there ahead of Rojas, and he was offside though, Cruz, earlier on in the move.
He just takes off too early. He's expecting Rojas with that ball, although he's offside. It doesn't really matter now, but I'd like to see Rojas there try and get inside his defender. That's what Cruz was thinking he was going to do.
Oh, Toure is in behind Dylan Ryan. Mohamed Toure has been threatening to score all night, and now the opening goal does arrive. Such a headache for the Melbourne Victory defence, and this 16-year-old scores in back-to-back games and marks his starting debut with a sensational strike.
Wow. Talk about composed. 16 years old, really? Absolutely brilliant. Diagonal run. Dylan Ryan thinks he's favourite here. Look at that. Misjudges it, cuts inside on his left foot, and he just passes that into the net. A perfect finish. Into the far corner, gets his head up, slides it past Crocombe, who's been excellent, but he can't get anywhere near this. Absolutely brilliant. First class, top draw from Mohamed Toure, who's been the player of the match so far, and now confirms that with a goal. And Dylan Ryan, when he looks back at that, he didn't really need to dive in, and he thought he was going to win it, and Toure, just with strength, outfoxed him.
Max Crocombe is looking around for where the rest of the support was after Dylan Ryan was beaten. Robbie Cornthwaite, where were the rest of the Victory players?
Yeah, should Shotton have slided across there. That was the danger.
Robbie Cornthwaite.
Yeah, Callum McManaman, obviously another substitute, another injury for the Melbourne Victory coming off. They'll be disappointed with that. It actually stems from those first two tackles he received in the game. Right in the opening couple of minutes, I think Noah Smith and Michael Jakobsen both put one on him, and at half-time it's just cooled down a little bit too much and he couldn't get going again. So obviously disappointing for Melbourne, but hopefully nothing too serious.
Roxham. Cruz back to Brimmer. Callum McManaman feeling the effects of those robust challenges, as Robbie Cornthwaite revealed. Big chance here. Cruz couldn't find Rojas in the middle. An easy take for Delianov in the end. Such an exciting player, Mohamed Toure. What a future ahead for him and his brothers. A-League's youngest ever scorer, Valentine's Day last year. 15 years of age. Opened his account in the A-League, and now he has scored in back-to-back games. Consolation goal against Perth, and now the opener against the Victory. And harassing shot in this time. Oh, Juric nearly closing down Crocombe. That must have been a very near thing for the Victory goalkeeper. Butterfield able to turn. Cruz is looking sprightly. A little nudge from Kiddo.
Yeah, he's looked good since he's come on, Robbie Cruz. Definitely a foul there. And he's certainly one of the players that victory need if they're going to get back into this game.
Three Victory players have copped yellow cards, and Robbie Cruz thought Kiddo could have been the first red too. It's a long way out.
Yep, for the strike, it looks like he might take it on Brimmer.
Some way to open his A-League account. Butterfield coming off the straighter run. Delianov in goal, and Brimmer was trying to fire it into that right-hand side of the goal. Gets a corner. Red Army right behind their side as they try and keep a clean sheet that will guarantee 3 points here. Brimmer delivers, laying down in the box. That was Dylan Ryan. Toure on the edge of his own area, gets a nutmeg on Cam Sober. Look at him go, Mohamed Toure, what an athlete the teenager is. And another little hesitation move. Broxham was the last line and concedes a corner. They thought it was a foul, the Adelaide United fans.
Well, I don't think it's a foul, but it doesn't matter. What a run that is. He had 3 of them chasing him. Watch this, he's deep inside, nearly in his own penalty box. Past Cam Sober. Brimmer can't catch him. Then he backs himself against Broxham, and he gets ahead of Broxham. And he's trying to angle inside, and Broxham affects the tackle. But talk about relieving the pressure from your side. That was absolutely brilliant from Toure. And you said it, what about the athlete with the ball at his feet? That's what makes it so extraordinary. It's one thing to be able to run and be an athlete, but to do it with the ball at your feet is not easy. The world's his oyster, this kid.
Back to what Al Hassan Toure did at this venue in an FFA Cup final. Took home the Mark Viduka medal. The talent in that family is quite incredible. Here comes Yaya Dakuli. Seen a bit of him as a starter already in this campaign. He's going to replace Ryan Kitto, who's still getting up to peak fitness himself.
He's done a lot of work defensively, Kitto. Doesn't normally see him in a lot of the attacking moves, but he's done a job for the team today. Dukuli's very good on the ball. This will be another problem for Victory.
Went to the World Cup with the Joeys a couple of years ago now and celebrated his 18th birthday since the last fixture. Strong challenge by Harvey Lopez. And ball cleanly won in midfield by the Reds. Shot reading the bounce ahead of Toure that time. Still half an hour to go, but right now the Victory staring at back-to-back losses to start their campaign. How does Grant Brebner turn this fixture around? He's only got one more substitution window available to him as well. Here's Elsey. Ben Halloran scored the only goal last time these teams met at this venue. Dakuli using Noah Smith as a decoy. And now plays him in. And that's an important block.
A great block from Shotton. Dakuli, clever little flick as well. Dancing one way, the other way. Noah Smith thought he had a glimpse of the goal there. Shotton closed that window very tightly.
Urich Shotton and appealing for a penalty, saying that there's the evidence, referee. How did my boot fall off my foot? Fair point.
Yeah, it's not nothing.
Quickly waved away by VAR. Chris Griffiths-Jones in the chair. It's another foul on Robbie Cruz. He's got some tricks in his locker, and it puts a first Adelaide United player in the book. It's Noah Smith with the caution this time. Looking dangerous, Robbie Cruz.
Yeah, so therefore, get the ball to him when you can.
Might have fall past it behind him. The Altona Magic 4-0, had a 1-1 draw with Hume City, played a couple of internal games in the 3-week break between A-League fixtures. How different this game could have been if Rudy Gested's header had just squeezed in that near post in the first half. Instead, they're playing catch-up. Cruz must have been close to offside again. Rojas had a chance in the middle.
Yeah, didn't expect it. Jakobsen with the mistake, and he was a little bit surprised by that ball.
Harvey Lopez already one assist to his credit. He found Toure for the earlier goal. This time, Mohamed Toure being forced wide, and that's a worry. Another player going down, and
Is that cramp?
clutching at a leg. Mentioned it's his first start in the A-League, and let's hope it is just cramp. They're concerning us, a teammate to stretch it out for him.
It's another ball in the channel that he gets, and there he would normally attack Dylan Ryan, and that's why he can't. Obviously cramp. Time to get him off, I'd say. He's done the damage. It's still a long way to go.
You can see the sniper getting here after... Well, here's the goal, in fact.
You see that goal, and when you see him come inside there, you know, Shotton's a long way away from Dylan Ryan. I'm thinking when Dylan Ryan comes out to close Mohamed Toure, he should be sliding across, and the fullback should be sliding across to give cover for exactly what eventuated there, Toure being able to come inside. It was far too easy, really.
That cramp isn't going away anytime soon. Just brought on Yaya Dakuli. And the opportunity knocks for Kusini Yengi now. Both coaches will have one remaining substitution window once Yengi comes on. Adelaide United playing with 10 at the moment. And the Victory capitalise on that. Robbie Cruz well found through the middle. Puts it out in front of Cam Sober. Takes on Smith, and Delianov palms into a dangerous spot, but no one there for the Victory.
No falls to an Adelaide player. It's a good play from Victory, though. They're still well in this contest. You've got the likes of Cruz and Rojas out there, and Cam Sober has been decent on that right-hand side when he gets the ball in the right positions.
A sensational performance by Mohamed Toure, who succumbs to cramp in the end in his first start. It's the most A-League minutes he's ever played in a game, and he's feeling the pinch, but what a talent, what a future. At the moment, he's got the match winner. Shotton and Dylan Ryan say thank goodness for that. Hosseini Yengi now posing the threat. He scored 5 goals in pre-season, Hosseini Yengi, including a hat-trick in one of those fixtures. His brother on the books of the Newcastle Jets, of course. Tete Yengi, who we've seen a couple of times. Had to be clean, and he was, Noah Smith. Into the chest of Broxham, who felt the implied pressure there. Inside the final quarter of the 90 minutes. Let's get down to Robbie Cornthwaite.
Yeah, Speedy. Well, obviously Adelaide United already made their 3 changes, so it'll be as they are for the rest of this match. Obviously, with just the 1-goal lead, they want to be careful. They're looking comfortable, but it's always a dangerous scoreline, particularly with the pace that Melbourne Victory got up front. Would like to see a little bit more from this man on the ball, Marcos Rojas, and certainly Butterfield. We haven't seen his name called very often tonight. They're the ones that have got to get a little bit more into it, because there's not too much left on the bench for Victory.
Yeah, one more change or substitution window available to Adelaide United, because the Harvey Lopez change was made at half-time, so it doesn't count as a window.
No, you're all over it, Speed. And that could be important.
He is the Spaniard. 35 years young, Harvey Lopez. Burke and Kerda had to get called upon by Grant Brebner. Elsie's diagonal worked out, just cleared Cam Sober, and DeCooley spinning away from Elvis, taking on Storm Rood. Brilliant ball in. Aren't they exciting? These kids on the books of Adelaide United, given their chance by Carl Veart. He knows him well from the NTC. Set up Carl Veart and brought him back from Melbourne City. Now DeCooley. Harvey Lopez. Halloran with the dancing feet. Urich in the wide area. Stylish ball in for Louis Dorigo. Adelaide United stringing the passes together in and around the area. Eventually broken up by Broxham.
Yeah, and what's impressive with all these kids that come on for Adelaide United, they're so gifted one-on-one. And it's such an important skill in football.
Oh, calamity potentially. They played in Rojas, whose touch let him down as he bared down on Delianov in goal.
Well, you'd expect better from a player of his quality. And he probably got excited because, you know, the mistake allows him in. He's clean through. They weren't going to catch him. And the heavy touch allows Delianov to come and collect. And that's what Robbie Cornthwaite was talking about. Adelaide have to be careful because they've got so much pace out there, so much quality in that front third.
Oh, Urich is around his man. Tommy Urich with strength, around Shotton as well. Oh, he had a teammate back post, Hosseini Yengi, and tried to blast it in that top corner after doing so much of the hard work.
Well, it was like a wild shank in the end. He'd done so well. He uses his body here, rolls him, and then he's into the penalty box. Shotton closes down. He comes back, goes back again, and he's got to try and squeeze that to the back post. He's never going to score from that angle. Does him there, Shotton. And look at that ball to the back post. Even if he slides it across, you might get an own goal.
So Burke and Kurda about to come on for the visitors. But Dylan Ryan was beaten for the goal, and he was beaten by Tommy Urich there, Robbie Cornthwaite. What do you see with the young 20-year-old centre-half? Does he need to strengthen up after playing youngsters until now?
Well, I think certainly for the first one, this Mo Toure goal, he's in position, and to be honest, Toure's really, really clever. He gets enough on him just to put him off balance, not enough to give away a foul, and obviously Ryan needs to be a little bit stronger there. If I was Ryan, I'd step into Toure and knock him off balance first before I go and receive the ball. Initiate the contact yourself. The second one there, I wasn't the strongest defender ever, and that Tommy Urich one, I wouldn't be looking to get in the tussle with him. I'd be looking to sit off him, keep that metre distance between us, the arm length, make him play the ball back. Don't let him turn, but don't get so tight that he can wrap his arm around you and roll you, because you're in big, big trouble.
The insights of former Socceroos centre-half and Adelaide United defender Robbie Cornthwaite. Some pearls of wisdom for Dylan Ryan, as Marco Rojas, he probably knew that he was about to be replaced when that chance was presented to him by Adelaide United and couldn't make the most of it. Could easily have been 1-1.
Yeah, and that kind of mistake and the way it panned out, you wouldn't want, you know, victory side anyone else on the ball going through one-on-one than Rojas.
So the 18-year-old Burke and Kurda called upon by Grant Brebner here. Versatile player. Operate anywhere in midfield. One stage in the Asian Champions League, he played up top as one of the two. No Jested. They need to find a goal scorer, and Burke and Kurda is right through the middle here. Number 13. Butterfield stroking it out to Traore. Clever ball around the corner for Kurda. Decent first touch. Hangs it up back post, and Noah Smith able to head it outside of the area. Clever little back heel from Rue. Kurda again. Oh, he's trying for the old Roberto Carlos. Is Adama Traore. Just needed a bit of bend in it.
Well, he's hit it well. He's hit it sweet. And like you said, it didn't bend. It went straight as an arrow. Ball pops out. Kurda laid in by Broxham. One touch. It's his boot right through it. But not on target. And with no bend. He's never going to trouble Delianov.
So they're leading in both of those categories. Adelaide United shots and shots on target. Only the one on target from the victory. There's Yengi. Had a growth spurt in his late teens and learning how to play as a striker. And learned plenty from Tommy Urich. He grew up playing as a winger, and a diminutive winger at that. And out of nowhere, put on about a foot of height. And osteitis pubis has been a concern for him, so held him back the last couple of years. Growing pains. Challenged by Takuli. Clever ball by Broxham. Kamsoba does the team thing and just missed Cruz in the middle.
Well, that's a good ball. It's nothing you can say. Kamsoba's done exactly the right thing. That's up to other players to get on the end of that. That was the perfect ball. Slid across the face of the goal.
Broxham under pressure. Jakobsen stepped up. Forces Cooley wide. And does well to earn a corner. Is that his last option?
He certainly did, because he certainly overweighted that pass. Jakobsen, as he burst through onto that ball around Broxham.
Good skills by the Victory travelling fans there to find Cooley with the return ball. They're not appreciating what they perceive as time-wasting tactics right now. Louis Dorigo to swing it in. Juric is getting on the end of things. Shotton didn't have a whole lot of options. Turned into trouble. Played for the free kick and got it.
He was a bit lucky to get that. Burst into open space, had nothing in front of it. Like a fair challenge. Victory have had some very promising moments. That should have been a yellow card to Halloran.
It's a rugby tackle on halfway, and Chris Beath just says foul's enough. We've got history at this venue of coming from behind. Famously, when Ange Postecoglou was in charge and about to get the Socceroos job, they came from 2-0 down here and snatched a point. Only trailing by the 1 at the moment. Deflection will favour Delianov. Looking for 5 wins in a row at this venue against the Victory. Was there, and Chris Beath pulls it all the way back, not having a great couple of minutes. Beathy. Broxham just made the point. What are you blowing the whistle for? And there's the yellow card for time wasting. Tommy Urish trying to point out that he was sending it back to where the infringement occurred. Away we go again.
Adelaide just getting a little bit deep. Victory plays in good position. They've got numbers forward, and there's like here a handball.
Hardly noticed him until the last couple of minutes, and Chris Beath just standing out in the fluoro gear all of a sudden.
Good work from Broxham. They win it back quick.
Cruz moving stylishly in his substitute appearance tonight. Oh, Butterfield could have played him in there. Cruz had made a nice run. Brimmer right through the middle. Here he is again, bouncing it off Cam Sober. Birkin-Kurda. Cam Sober, Kurda nearly around Noah Smith and played it out off Kurda and gets a throw.
So nearly getting through that pack of red shirts. One-touch football, short passes, sharp. Kurda thought he was in on that. Adelaide scrambled it away.
Also, remember the Victory scoring 2 late goals here to snatch all 3 points from behind. So this game is far from over. Shotton deep into Adelaide United's half, finding an avenue for Cruz. Down too easily. As Jakobsen was challenging from behind, Cruz not happy with the lack of a decision out of the assistant. Juric again getting the better of young Ryan. And it's Broxham who goes into the book for helping Toure bring Juric down, and Chris Beath has lost control, and it's kicking off between these two bitter foes in Adelaide.
And Tommy Juric somehow battled through 3 challenges there to win that foul. He just couldn't get control of the ball, but he wouldn't give it up.
Adama Traore had already been booked. And a free kick went against Broxham, and lucky it did, because Traore also slowed down Tommy Juric. Wow. A little kick out from Broxham has saved Traore's bacon so far as a red card is concerned. Max Crocombe coming a long way to get involved and play peacemaker. And for back chat and descent, Robbie Cruz joins the card party. That's 7 yellows dished out by Beath, and we're getting up towards that average in this fixture. Most yellow cards ever in an A-League fixture. 277 now, 16 reds. Still a chance of adding to that number the way this is unfolding.
Chris Beath telling them to hurry up and take this corner. Obviously, they're in no hurry.
Cooley goes short to Doriga. It's Harvey Lopez. And he'll find Yengi. A chance to lay off to Coletti. Went for the safer option all the way back to Noah Smith. They caught Juric offside. There's your answer. Flag up for offside, not a foul against Storm Root. Here's that last substitution window utilised by Carl Viet to make a double change. Fresh legs from Konstantopoulos and Nyongabiri. Halloran departs. How do you see the game right now, Robbie Cornthwaite?
Yeah, well, obviously this is Adelaide's game to lose, and they're the only ones who look like they could possibly throw away points. Melbourne do look a little bit tired, and you've got to give Carl Viet credit. I think he got his starting lineup absolutely perfect. The substitution at half-time, as you mentioned, Speedy, didn't take up one of his slots, and he's just continued to bring on firepower, pace, fresh legs and energy in this second half, and Adelaide just seemed to be able to reload off the bench over and over again, and got all these really, really exciting reinforcements. In saying that, there's 5 minutes to go and they're only 1-0 up, so they want to be careful.
Yeah, part of the plan all along, bringing on Harvey Lopez at half-time, as Carl Viet told us in the half-time interview. So good use of the bench. You've got 5 changes, you've got 3 windows, plus another one if you utilise that half-time phase. Cooley penalised for bringing Butterfield down. So much angst out there at the moment. Game on the line.
It's on a knife's edge, and not just the 1-0 scoreline. It's the emotions.
Cruz, again, his movement off the ball, outstanding. And offside, they say, against Cruz. Just went that little bit too early, but he's proving a handful.
Yeah, and he's looked good coming off the bench after such a long break. And Cruz's fitness, I think, will be key for victory this season. And of course, they've got big problems now with McManaman, who's a key player for them, and of course Rudy Jested, who's going to be out for at least 3 weeks, you would think, with a hamstring injury.
Juric went down. Another tangle with Dylan Ryan.
It's a silly foul. Lopez.
This is getting ridiculous.
There's no certainty on how much damage Rudy Jested has done. He knows his own body felt a concern, so let's hope it was more precautionary and get out there quicker than 3 weeks, but if he's nicked it, then that will be the case.
Yeah, but look, you come off with a hamstring, your minimum, absolute minimum, and extremely lucky if it's 14 days.
That's why the 3-week break was so handy for Marco Rojas to play back-to-back games. Alviert prowling his technical area. Check of the watch as well. 3 minutes plus stoppage time to hold on. Could be a decent chunk of it to add on to.
I would think there'd be a fair chunk.
Crocombe takes a touch and tempts the Cooley to put a challenge in. And a play off Traore, who came closest for the victory in the second half.
See those fresh legs pressing, putting Traore under pressure.
Little nudge by Juric, pushing Ryan under the ball. Chris Beath had a perfect angle on it. Home fans getting right into it now.
Carl
Down to you, Robbie.
Carl Veert's going absolutely berserk on the bench here. He thinks Tommy Juric is being really, really hard done by. Every time the ball goes forward, a free kick's given against him and never for him. So certainly he's feeling the heat down here on the bench. He's prowling the touchlines. It kicks off in the middle.
Careful, Robbie Cruz, not to retaliate. He's in the book, of course. Dorigo joins him. And another flashpoint.
Well, Dorigo knew the danger because Cruz was driving forward to the Adelaide defence. A terrific run in between two players. Robbie Cruz at his best in full flight, and Dorigo knew exactly what he was doing.
Had more potential set twos in the last 10 minutes than we had for the rest of the game leading up to that point. Even further out this time is Jake Brimmer. And Delianov trusting his wall to guard that nearer post. And flick back to Butterfield to drive it, and takes a deflection off who? Off a teammate, Robbie Cruz, who's not complaining. Butterfield is.
I thought it came off an Adelaide player on first glance. I could be wrong. There's not many of the other Melbourne players seem to be.
It's off the back heel of Robbie Cruz.
Not the best of strikes either.
The Red Army leading the rallying cry right now. Is the fourth official going to be a popular man in a moment when he reveals how much stoppage time there'll be? Over to you, Daniel Cook. Feels about right. Good throw from Storm Roux. Smith keeps it in. Forward was the cry. Found the feet of Cam Sober. Clipped by Butterfield. Out to Cruz. Numbers committed forward. And coolly done by Jakobsen to let that one roll to Delianov. What a shout from the young keeper. Conceded 5 in his last game. Bouncing back with a clean sheet tonight. Next game for the Reds away to Brisbane next Saturday. The Victory have a quick backup against the Perth Glory on Australia Day. That's a high boot against Cassini Yengi, picked out. midfield. Dorigo. That'll do for Adelaide United as they edge their way through this stoppage time period. Looking to make it back-to-back successes against the Melbourne sides at this venue. Beat City. And looking to add the victory to their scalps in this young season. And they're doing it without Stephen Moore, who was missed big time in Perth, the captain. They were about to set up to go to the corner, and then they got a word from Ross Aloisi and Carl Viet. Let's whip it in and look for the killer. Konstantopoulos obliges. Away by Traore. Back in by Konstantopoulos, and Harvey Lopez has made a significant contribution in this second half cameo. Will be a starter before too long. Yengi, did it come down on his hand as he got the better of Ryan? Shot and across that time.
And he's lunged at the end there and given away a free kick. Heavy touch. Did well at use of the body on the first challenge, and then just a heavy touch made of the contest that shot and won. Desperation now for victory. Should be the goalkeepers.
Well, can't believe Delianov didn't come across there, and he caused a bit of heartache for Noah Smith, but no damage done.
And you see Jakob Smith telling Delianov, you've got to come for that. And he should. Smith did well in the end to be able to shepherd that ball out, but it was Delianov's.
There's Yengi. A foul again for dragging back Brimmer. They're okay giving away fouls in that part of the pitch now as the final 60 seconds we enter. And the victory fashion one last opportunity to snatch a point. Tommy Juric asking for time. Still a bit to be added on. Haven't quite finished off the job yet as Butterfield brings it down for Cruz. Robbie Cruz, and Elsie cut it out in the middle and celebrates with a double fist pump.
He's been the main threat since coming on, Robbie Cruz.
Thought we might have seen a long throw from Shotton, but he didn't come forward. And Yengi, well, he gives it away to Shotton. Now to Cooley can clear. Adelaide United had their second win of the season, and it's back-to-back defeats for the Melbourne victory. Fifth straight victory at this venue against their bitter rivals for Adelaide United. And it's a teenager grabbing the headlines. Mohamed Toure with goals in back-to-back games. And 3 goals now in his burgeoning A-League career, who proves the difference after running on to a through ball from that man, Harvey Lopez. The 35-year-old making a wonderful contribution off the bench. Full time at Cooper Stadium. It's Adelaide United 1, Melbourne victory 0. It's a massive result for Carl Viet.
Certainly is, and you know, we spoke to him at the end of the game, and in that disastrous performance, he even described it like that against Perth. And you know, he said we got 3 days to turn it around, and he was happy that they had a game so quickly after it. And they've come up trumps, and they were a lot better, a lot more energy tonight, a lot more enthusiasm, and obviously with a bit of quality. But the standout moment was the goal, and the standout player in the game was the one who had to leave with cramp, and it was Mohamed Toure. Absolutely superb performance from him. And then it was about being gritty in the end, because Victory came at them. Robbie Cruz was good when he come on, but look, I think for Victory, the loss of Rudy Gested and then McManaman certainly didn't help. And I mean, that Rudy Gested, what, 7 or 8 minutes, he's gone. The whole game plan and the way they would have trained would have been geared towards him being in the team. So, you know, back to the drawing board for Victory.
And Jordan Elsey had to front up for an interview after copping 5 the other night in game 100. I think he'll enjoy this interview a bit more with Robbie Cornthwaite.
Oh, Jordan, you're an Adelaide boy, you're an Adelaide United fan, you're wearing the captain's armband as the game finished. What does it mean to beat Melbourne Victory?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's the biggest day of the year, playing these guys at home, so it was good to bounce back from Perth game, and I think we were excellent all night.
It's pretty handy for you to be able to just pump one over the top to Mo Toure to run onto.
Oh, I feel it every day at training, mate, so it's about time someone else felt him running at you.
Last game obviously disappointing. How did you turn it around so quickly?
Oh, the message was firm from Carl, and we know where we want to be at, and we know what sort of team we have and what we can achieve this year. So last week wasn't even close to what we want, so yeah.
You mentioned what you can achieve. Where can this team go? Really young group all together, it seems. How far do you think this side can go?
Mate, anyway, you know young players, it's so unpredictable. So we got so many good young players coming through, and we have a good core strength team. So, I mean, why can't we go to the top?
Congratulations on the win. Another clean sheet. Well done. Good luck next week.
Thanks, Robbie. Cheers.
Yes, Jordan Elsey, one of the elder statesmen now at 26 years of age, marshalling the defence with Michael Jakobsen, and they keep a confidence-boosting clean sheet. We'll hear from that man, the teenager, the match winner, Mohamed Toure, right after the break. So stay with us. Hope you're enjoying Fox Football's coverage of the doubleheader today in the A-League. Stick around.